Hey, what's up, YouTube world? It is your girl here, the Venusian Bull, and I'm back with another video for my Planets in the Houses series. All right, and in this video, we are going to be talking about Mercury in the sixth house. All right, so just as a reminder, the sixth house has to deal with routines, how you can be of service, fixing things, your workplace environment, jobs, health and wellness, what needs to or what has to be done, assimilation, integration, and where you may be picky and things of that nature. All right, so let's get into Mercury in the sixth house. All right, so Mercury is actually at home in the sixth house because remember, Mercury rules both Gemini and Virgo. So remember that it just kind of operates a little bit differently in Virgo. So it operates a little bit differently in the sixth house than it does in the third house. This makes somebody very analytical, which makes them kind of extra critical. So having Mercury in the sixth house is similar to having Mercury in Virgo. Um, so writing and talking is very common work that you may do when it comes to having Mercury in the sixth. That just may be a part of your everyday job: writing, talking, writing, talking, writing, talking. Right? Giving advice, sometimes unsolicited, because you kind of analyze all situations and you think you know everything, you think you know best, so you're always kind of giving advice whether it's warranted or not. That's kind of the Virgo way anyway. You know what I'm saying? So with Mercury in the sixth house, because you like to communicate, you have to communicate things, right? So you want to help, you want to be of service, but sometimes it's not always warranted. All right. You may be the type to write in journals. Food journals is a big thing with Mercury in the sixth. Remember, you're watching your health and your diet and things like that. Schedules and itineraries. Mercury in the sixth loves to have order and organization, so they're going to write down everything, especially Mercury in the sixth, more so than probably any other placement in the sixth house, because Mercury is all about having a record of something and recording. I'm sorry, a record of something and recording it and writing it down. It's about having receipts, okay? It's about having receipts, all right? Mercury in the sixth house is the ultimate multitasker. I mean, Mercury in the sixth house can do 17,000 things at once and probably do them well, because not only are they the multitasker, but they are the perfectionist. So they're literally like all over the place. People forget, even though like Virgo, and I know we're talking about the sixth house, but sixth house is akin to Virgo, so stay with me here. Even though Virgo is an earth sign and very practical and very logical, is also a mutable sign. So when you put Mercury there, it really just kind of has them all over the place, especially when it comes to their mind. You know what I'm saying? So they can kind of be out of their mind sometimes. This is the grammar police, most definitely, when it comes to, text messages, and even like at work, especially because the sixth house has to deal with work. So if people are sending emails and there's typos and things aren't spelled correctly, you as the Mercury in the sixth house person are always spotting that. You're like, why can't this person ever spell this right? Okay, they forgot the comma here. This is a run-on sentence. Like, what are we doing? You were all about the details, 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 details. And it is possible that when you send the email back, you may make the corrections in the body of the email. Maybe no one will be the wiser or whatever, but you know that you corrected it and you know that it looks better. Also, like looking over contracts and procedures and things like that and analyzing things, making sure all of the I's are dotted and the T's are crossed is a good type of work for Mercury in the sixth house to do, because it keeps them busy, knowing that their analytical brain and their grammar police is actually being put to use and someone actually needs them to do that. You know what I'm saying? So they're being of service, okay? They like to work with their hands, so they may be a mechanic as well. This is somebody who's also going to talk with their hands a lot as well. They also like to work with kids. I would say this would make a good like teacher, like elementary school teacher and stuff like that. Also, make sure you watch your nervous system when it comes to your health. You may be doing too much that gets you, aches and pains, especially your nervous system when it comes to, this pandemic. I'm bringing this up because we're in the sixth house of health and wellness and things like that. So be cognizant of your respiratory system and things like that. And your hands, you're probably always washing your hands because Mercury rules the hands. Oh my gosh. You're like perpetually washing your hands. You may even be like the type of person who wears gloves all the time, but you still wash your hands all the time. Like, this pandemic is driving Mercury in the sixth house crazy. Like, it really is. I feel for y'all. Like, I'm sorry, but y'all gotta disinfect and y'all gotta, you gotta clean everything. But make sure you watch your nervous system because you may be doing so much with all of this multitasking and everything that it could cause you to have aches and pains. And arthritis. Remember the hands, right? And it's probably a good idea for you to like use one of those stress balls for your hands. Just like if you feel your mind is racing and you're kind of doing too much, just get one of those stress balls and like squeeze it for a couple of minutes just to kind of clear your mind out. Just do a woosa, Also, you and your siblings, remember, because Mercury represents siblings, were probably like always doing chores when y'all were little. Y'all probably had to like alternate the chores and stuff like that. Like I mentioned earlier, nervous energy is always on 10. You need to be doing things and you need to be busy. Again, it's going to depend on what sign you have in this house. Like if you have Mercury and Pisces in the 6th, you probably won't be as busy as a Mercury in like Aries in the 6th. But just know you can't really be idle with Mercury. You gotta be doing something. You gotta be talking, you gotta be communicating, you gotta be writing, you gotta be doing something that's gonna kind of like get you up and doing things. And you kind of can't help it. So you may need, and this is the first planet I mentioned this on, but really like any planets in the 6th house, you may need medication to just calm the fuck down. Okay, Mercury in the 6th house, you may need medication to calm the fuck down because you're the most like you just the Energizer Bunny just all over the place. Okay, so it's just like you may need to just chill. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if you may need a sedative or just like something to get you to go to sleep because you'll probably never sleep. You know what I'm saying, with Mercury in the 6th house. So yeah, you need some calming kind of things to help you, stay calm and get rest, because otherwise you'll just be on the go all the time, seeing how you can be of service with helping people edit things and write things. And you know what I'm saying? You could be editing blogs and or YouTube content or social media pages or something like that. It could be something fun that you're doing, but you're just doing 10 of them. So it's just very difficult for you to be able to calm down. And I feel like I'm starting to sound a little bit like I have this nervous energy like Mercury in the 6th. So we're going to stop this video. Let me know if this resonates with you, if you happen to have this placement, and anything that you'd like to add for Mercury in the 6th house. And remember to like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you in the next one.